my oldest friends.
You're one of my friends, too.
Yeah, I know.
Oldest, too, yeah.
So for those of you who may not know, Mark was in a band called Down Here for, I know, right? Yeah, okay, you guys know. One of the best bands in Christian music.
I think that's the going consensus, yeah.
Yeah. I was a fan, and I got to tour with you guys. I did 6 tours with you guys.
At least 6, yeah.
6 tours, which I think is an unheard of number of times in our industry, you know. But I got to go on the road with you, and one of my favorite moments of being on the road with you, we were playing somewhere, I think in North Carolina, and you were doing your thing, and there was a young man in the front row who was developmentally disabled, and he was loving the show and dancing in the front and singing at the top of his lungs, kind of over the PA at times, you know. And then on the very last song, he couldn't contain himself and stormed the stage and ran up there as you were up there. And a lot of performers I know would be thrown off by that, and you know, and that would kind of complicate things. And I loved it. You put your arm around him and you just joined in and held up the mic with him and finished out the song. And that was the end of the night. It was just one of the most beautiful things I've experienced on tour and stuff.
I remember that. I remember it was a really steep, it was a high stage with steep stairs.
Very steep stairs, that's true.
And he just made his way up like, oh, here he comes. Yeah. All right, how are we going to deal with this? We're going to deal with it gracefully, graciously. I wish I could remember what song it was, but I can't remember.
It was the closing worship song, and I can't remember what it was either. But so in the years since then, and I was on tour with you as for years and years at the meet and greet. I'd be there with you as everyone would say, "Do you know that you sound like Freddie Mercury?" And you'd always say, "No, I've never heard that before." Each time, and then when they were putting together the ultimate Queen tribute band, your bandmates talked you into, dude, you gotta submit an audition for that. And I was on the road with you as you did that, and we watched it go viral, and we were there when you got to go on Ellen and all that kind of stuff. And that has put you on a new trajectory where you are playing literally all over the world with your different Queen tribute bands. And what has that transition been like? Wow.
Yeah, you saw that whole thing happen. We were in the middle of a really big tour, a long tour with our tour bus and everything. And I was doing interviews all day long, like before sound check, after sound check. Yeah. And it was a really wild time. It was a thing that I didn't really realize anybody cared about. And all of a sudden it was like the biggest thing, the only thing anyone wanted to talk to me about. Yeah. You know, like you, I mean, I didn't grow up ever seeing myself singing other people's music. I had plenty of artists that I loved and learned to sing from listening to other people's music, but I always wanted to do my own music. Wrote my first song, I think, when I was 14, and I thought that was going to be the trajectory, and it was. I mean, it was for a long time. Down Here hit the road for 13, 14 years. Yeah. We had a good run. All of a sudden, the only thing people want to hear from me is how closely I sound to Freddie Mercury, and it was weird. It was very fun. It changing into singing someone else's music. If it was going to be anyone, it may as well be Queen, I guess.
Yeah, right.
And I'm having a real blast. It's been 8 years now, I think. Almost 8 years doing the music of Queen, and this year actually was the biggest year yet with the movie coming out last year, and I don't think I've sung a single song of my own this year.
Well, maybe this evening.
Maybe tonight.
I know.
Maybe tonight.
You know, when we were on the road with each other, when all that was happening, what was super cool about it is, as that thing was happening and you were getting exposure like on classic rock stations, it would bring in this whole other audience at the shows, and that was cool. Mm-hmm. And we started ending out the night with you, me, and Aaron Schust singing Somebody to Love. And I remember thinking, like, how cool is, like, I don't think I'll ever have another opportunity to do a tour where I get to close out the night with one of the classic songs from the pop catalog, like this. And it was just, that was awesome.
Yeah,
so.
It seemed to fit,
It was great.
It fit the vibe of the night. I think the name of our tour had love in it somewhere.
Yeah, I think so too.
As they do.
So what would you like to play for us?
I'm going to break the rules as well as the vibe right now. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm always on the lookout come late September, early October. My senses start to tingle. I'm like, what's it going to be? What's the first Christmas song I hear in public going to be? And this year, I found myself in Macy's in Cool Springs, and it happened. And in honor of that song, here we go. I don't want a lot for Christmas. There's just one thing I need. I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas is you. I don't want a lot for Christmas. There's just one thing I need. I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I don't need to hang my stocking there upon the fireplace. Santa Claus won't make me happy with a toy on Christmas Day. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas is you. Oh, I don't want to touch this Christmas. I won't even wish for snow. I just keep on waiting underneath the mistletoe. I won't make a list and send it to the North Pole for St. Nick. But I won't even stay awake to hear those magic reindeer click. I just want you here tonight and holding on to me so tight. What more can I do? Oh, baby, all I want for Christmas is you. Woo! Hey, yeah. Oh, the lights are shining so brightly everywhere, and the sound of children's laughter fills the air, fills the air. Ooh, everyone is singing. I hear those sleigh bells ringing. Santa, won't you bring me the one I really need? Oh, please bring my baby to me. Oh, I don't want a lot for Christmas. This is all I'm asking for. I just want to see my baby standing right outside my door. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas is you. Yeah. All I want for Christmas is you. Baby, all I want, yeah. All I want for Christmas. All I want for Christmas is you.
Marc Martel. Anybody ever tell you sound like Mariah Carey? Clay Finnison from North Point Worship. It's Acoustic Storytime on Sirius XM. The Message. Marc Martel is one of our guests tonight. With this, you're becoming almost as well known for your Christmas stuff as you are for the Queen stuff. You're on tour this year, as I understand it, with a couple of pretty well-known people.
Indeed. Kind of a dream come true tour for me and my little team. Get to go on tour with Amy Grant and Michael W. Smith this year throughout December, so that'll be fun.
Is that the one Is that the one where they bring the symphony with and the whole deal?
We'll be with a full symphony orchestra for most of those shows. So, I mean, that's something that's kind of a new thing for me, is singing with symphonies, which I've gotten to do a handful of times over the last couple of years. And really nothing beats it. It's so majestic.
Yeah, it's like the real music's going on there. That's so for people who haven't been to it, it's not just like, okay, Smitty has his turn, Amy has her turn, you have your turn. It's kind of a team effort, right?
Yeah, they do it really, really cool. They integrate the guest into the evening. Like, you get to be a part of it. It's not just like get up there, warm the crowd up, before the actual show starts, which I have done many times. But it's a real honor to be a part of this tour and to get to sing with them.
Yeah, that's awesome. So if you get a chance to check that out this Christmas, do that. Jason, I guess I'll let you talk if you want.
You get to record a song with them too, right?
I did, yeah. We recorded Silver Bells. And we filmed the whole thing. My wife is a photographer and videographer, and we got to we made a behind-the-scenes video of the process at Ben Shive's studio.
Yeah,
and
very cool.
Turned out real great. It's going to be on the radio this year, I think.
So did Amy ask about me at all? Because I've kind of had a crush since the 5th grade. I just wonder if my name came up at all.
I don't think it's in any context you want to know about.
No.
So.
All right, that's cool. All right. Well, what would you like to play for us next?
Well, I feel like I'm cheating tonight because I didn't write the next one either. But in some weird way, I kind of feel like it's my song. I don't know if you guys can relate, but sometimes you fall in love with a song so much that you kind of forget that you didn't write it. I discovered it sort of on my own when I was 14 or 15 years old. I don't know if you guys remember the Gaither Homecoming videos. Anybody? My parents were crazy about that stuff, and I was like, I wasn't too interested in it personally, but I sat down one night and watched, I guess it was a Christmas one, and this guy gets up with an acoustic guitar, and this other dude, and I found out it was Buddy Green and Michael English getting up, and it's just an acoustic guitar and this incredible singer, and they sang harmony with each other, and I thought, that's the kind of song I want to write. I was a budding songwriter at the time, and so I felt like I discovered it on my own. I was like, that song struck me so fresh and so clever and beautiful. The premise of the song is, what if you went back in time knowing what you know now and sort of interviewing Mary as she's sort of, I guess, kind of unwittingly taking part in the turning point of history. And I thought, what a great song. And so I started performing it at my local church, and it kind of became my Christmas calling card, much like Sinatra's My Way and Pavarotti's Nessun Dorma. That was my calling card for my 50-person church. Yeah.
Marc Martel's Mary, did you know? Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Mary, did you know that your baby boy will one day walk on water? Mary, did you know that your baby boy will save our sons and daughters? Did you know that your baby boy has come to make you new? This baby you delivered will soon deliver you. Mary, did you know that your baby boy will give sight to a blind man? Mary, did you know that your baby boy will calm a storm with his hand? Did you know that your baby boy has walked where angels trod? When you kiss your little baby, then you've kissed the face of God. Mary, did you know? Mary, did you know? The blind will see, the deaf will hear, the dead will live again. The lame will leap, and the dumb will speak. praises of the Lamb. Mary, did you know that your baby boy is Lord of all creation? Mary, did you know that your baby boy will one day rule the nation? Did you know that your baby boy is heaven's perfect lamb? This sleeping child you're holding is the great I
Nice. Acoustic Storytime on The Message, Sirius XM. And Jason, this is my favorite part of the show. It's like a little holiday sing-along. We're going to do something together here. Or you guys are anyway.
So every week that we do this, we hold back one song for the end of the night, the song that we imagine that most everybody in the room knows and can sing along with. And tonight, that goes to Marc Martel, a song that you wrote.
I actually wrote this
I
song.
know, right? So let's.
And this is the first Christmas song I ever wrote. And like Darren said earlier, it's like, what do you do when you're asked to write a Christmas song? It's just like, you want to be honest, but it's been said a million other ways. And so I kind of sat down and I wanted to write my own Mary Did You Know, And so I just thought to myself, just be honest, write what you know. And my favorite thing about Christmas is how God completely flipped the script and did the exact last thing that anyone would have thought of. And this is, it's called How Many Kings? Follow the star to a place unexpected. Would you believe after all we've projected? A child in a manger, lowly and small, the weakest of all, unlikeliest hero, wrapped in his mother's shawl, just a child. Is this who we waited for? 'Cause how many kings stepped down from their thrones? How many lords have abandoned their homes? How many greats have become the least for me? And how many gods have poured out their hearts to romance a world that is torn all apart? How many fathers gave up their sons for me? Gifts for the newborn Savior, all that we have, whether costly or meek, because we believe. Gold for his honor and frankincense for his pleasure, and myrrh for the cross he'll suffer. Do you believe? Is this who we've waited for? Have abandoned their homes. How many greats have become the least for me? And how many gods have poured out their hearts to romance a world that is torn all apart? How many fathers gave up their sons for me? Only one did that for me.
heart's a well that is torn all apart. How many fathers gave up their sons for me? Well, you know, only one did that for me. Oh, for me, for you.
Marc Martel.